Hey everybody, welcome to the Gamble Smart channel. Hope you're doing well and survived the week. It is Friday, and that means a lot of you are heading out to the casino this weekend. So we thought with our new schedule that Fridays would be a great day to do a tip of the week. We used to do them daily. There's a lot of them out there. Make sure you go to this link on our website if you want to check out the rest. But we're going to do something we haven't done today, and that is to answer the question, what is the difference between tribal and non-tribal casinos? That's Indian reservations or state licensed casinos. Are there any differences to them? Yes, there are. Let's talk about it today. All right, as always, if you are new here, we want to welcome you to the Gamble Smart channel. We are here for you to get you better educated on how all this casino stuff works, especially slot machines, because that's where our expertise is. I'm a slot technician. I have also worked very closely with casino operations, with gaming commissions, as well as the manufacturers of the games, mathematicians, all that kind of stuff. And so I have a lot of information to provide to you on how all this stuff works. And we think that's very important because it will build your confidence when you go into the casino to play these things. You know what's actually going on. So if that's interesting to you, we would love a subscription, a thumbs up, and ring that bell for notifications because we do go live from time to time inside of the casino. We would love for you to join in on the fun. All right, so today's topic is all about the differences between state and tribal casinos. So let's take them one at a time. First, state. State-run casinos. These are ones like you find in like Las Vegas, Nevada, and then also New Jersey, Colorado. Some of the bigger states that are well known for gambling, Pennsylvania. These are the types of states that you find state-run gaming commissions. And that means that the state funds the gaming commission. The gaming commission oversees all the operations of the casinos to make sure they're above board and they're following all the rules, all that kind of stuff, following the law. So think that they're compliance officers, just like the Food and Drug Administration going around to your restaurants and checking, doing inspection reports, same basic thing, okay? That's what's going on here. So the state oversees all of that. So how does that differ from tribal? Because the state can't really invade on tribal land and enforce their laws, right? It's a little bit different, but the thing is, and this is what people don't understand about tribal or Indian reservation casinos, is they also have their own gaming commission. So a tribe does have to set up a gaming commission office. They have to have a gaming commissioner that's elected, all of those types of things, and they do the same thing that the states do in the state-run casinos. All right, so what the commissions do is they basically enforce all of the rules and make sure that nothing is being tampered with these machines. And if you're curious on how they actually do that, I'll put a card up here to a video that we did. Also put it at the end of the video if you want to check it out later on how they actually do that. But they are responsible to make sure that there's no tampering going on slot machines, and that is what they are there for. That's number one. But number two, they're also there for your protection. So if you ever have a complaint, you see something funny happen on a slot machine. We were covering a story last week where something like that happened. That's what they're there for also. They're there so you can file a complaint and they can look into it. And they are a third-party entity, okay? They are not being funded by the casinos in any way. It is just like the Food and Drug Administration, like I mentioned before. It's the same kind of scenario there. So they are there to protect the casinos, protect the players, and also to protect the manufacturers in a lot of cases with their games and malfunctions and things like that. All right, so that is what that responsibility is of a gaming commissioner or a gaming commission office. And they're equal. The state-run and the tribe-run are equal. So why do tribes get such a bad rap? You know, have you noticed that? Where people just say you can't ever win anything at a tribal casino. It's always fixed. You know, the gaming commission they don't have one, or it's rigged or something like that. You get that a lot, right? And the reason is, in my opinion, is because I don't know why. Well, I do have a good reason. It's speculation, but tribal casinos never release their return to player statistics. Okay, they can if they want to, but they're not by law required to do that. And basically, that doesn't give us any kind of insight as to what their payback percentages are set per denomination inside of those casinos. And so that sets off a lot of alarm flags for people, rightfully so. I understand that. If you can't see insight, must mean they're hiding something, right? I get it. I totally get it. The main reason, and this is speculation, that I think that they don't share it is because the competition between tribes is so much fierce than the competition between casinos that you would find on the Las Vegas Strip, for example. And they don't want that information getting out. And they don't have to, okay? They could set those machines to whatever they want as long as it's above board and complies with the laws and the pacts of the state. That's important, right? So that's why I think tribal casinos get a bad rap. It's because that information is just not public. But I'm here to tell you, and I can't speak for all of the tribe casinos, but there's several that I have seen the behind the scenes payback percentages of, And I can tell you it's very competitive. And in some instances, they're actually way better than you would find on the Las Vegas Strip. But again, people don't know that, and they're not forthcoming with it. It's just a tribe thing. They don't put that information out. So people feel a little uneasy because that information is not being shared. Do I think they should share it? Absolutely. I think everybody should be able to see in every single casino what the average return to player was per denomination. Now, it doesn't give you an edge per se, but it gives you a good indication of which casinos, on average, over a long period of time, pay out better. And I think it's good information to have, especially if you have a casino that, let's say their average payout is 70%, and then there's one that's 5 miles away and their average payout is 91%. Which one would you want to go to? Right, the 91%. So it's useful information, but they're never going to reveal that. But because they don't reveal it doesn't mean that they're doing anything nefarious. And you got to understand that there is a very fine balance. There is a range that has been industry, figured out. I mean, the industry has figured this out for a very long time. Anywhere between 83% on the low and 98% on the high, that is the tolerance range. And what I mean by tolerance range is that is the range where people feel like they have a chance of winning, that they can still win something. Even at an 83%, you can win something. If it's set really low, 65% or 70%, you're going to feel that because that's a big difference. It's a big change. And you will feel that even in some short-term couple thousand spins play. And so there's a very fine balance that these casinos have to pick. And I can tell you that tribal casinos do respect that because they need people coming into their doors to play slots. And they know if they get a little too greedy, that scale is going to tip towards the player not coming into that casino, and that is the worst thing for them. Imagine that. Let's say that a tribe casino, just set everything to 70%, and people continuously go there and they just never win anything, or it's a big struggle to win anything, to get a line hit or bonus or anything. They start to tell all their friends, and then suddenly no one's going to the casino, and they're done, right? So they need to set it. In fact, the industry average, all casinos, countrywide, including tribal casinos and state-run casinos, the average payback percentage is 90%. That factors everything in. So it is what it is, okay? But please be rest assured that tribal casinos very much have the same protections in place that state-run casinos do. And in fact, like I said before, there's actually an additional layer because not only do the tribe have their own gaming commissions, but they got to report to the state also. Okay, so it's very important that they keep above board on everything. And just to answer one last question, a lot of people feel, well, I just don't believe it. Casinos are out to screw people. Honestly, if you feel that way, I would never go to the casino either. I get it. I totally get it. But you got to understand that the only way they can get people to keep coming back is if there is this regulation in place and they can assure the public that tampering is not going on those machines. So please feel rest assured. And remember, guys, I do not work for casinos. I don't work for a tribe casino. I'm not trying to get you in the door by tricking you or anything like that. This is just how it is, and I've seen it. All right, guys. Well, as always, gamble smart, gamble safe. Be very safe out there this weekend, and we hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.